Because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Few days since I put my owls in this grow box that has my strawberries growing in it. I showed you guys where I put my organic insect killer, and no other damage has occurred. I'm going to even show you the strawberry that was being eaten off of. Now I'm thinking it was a bird, because you can see the strawberries have continued to ripen and no other damage. Right, guys, you can pick you some strawberries. Only the red ones.
I just kind of like...
Yeah, be careful when you pull them out so they won't mush up.
Yeah, I did one.
Okay, Brian, why don't you go over there and let Bria pick over here?
Okay.
Only pick the ones that are ripe. If they're little pink, Bria, I asked you to pick over here. Only pick the ones that are real red, 'cause we can come out the next day and get the rest of them, okay?
Okay.
Then you're going to take them in the house and wash them. Brian, if they're pink, don't bother it. That's not a good one, Brian. It'll be ready in about 2 days or tomorrow. Only the real red ones. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what they look like when you wash them.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Now, the strawberries are going to get bigger and bigger. The first harvest is usually the smaller strawberries that went through the winter, you know, and they sometimes can be misshapen, but trust me, they're going to get bigger and bigger, and we're going to share that with our subscribers when they get big. Guys, it is Saturday afternoon, and you can see by my tomato plants that it is very windy out here. I may have to do a voiceover. I don't know. But I want to share something with you. I was laying in bed about 3 nights ago, and I was trying to figure out, what did I use to keep insects off of my crops? And then I remembered. Who is it? Society garlic. I ordered some from a merchant on eBay, and she dug them up the morning that she shipped them. And so now I'm going to plant a lot of society garlic in my containers. Yeah, because insects, mice, and some rodents don't like the smell of it. And you don't have to callus it over. You can look in my playlist for insect repellents, and you'll see some videos about society garlic, or just put it in the search bar on my page, society garlic, and you will get a lot of information out of it. My grandchildren know how to propagate it by simply cutting it. You can see that the merchant cut this. You don't have to let it callus over. I've done it so many times, but I don't know why I didn't move any of it over here. The one thing I like about society garlic in zones, here come that wind again, in zones 8 and higher, they will survive the winters. Even when we had that 3-degree temperature a few years ago, the society garlic came back. Usually when you get society garlic from a merchant, they will cut the roots off about this long, and they will cut the stalk off about right here. But you can see how vigorous these roots are and how long the green portion of the garlic is. So if it dies back some, I'm not worried about it. It'll come back. So I'm getting ready to plant a lot of it. I've got 2 bags. I'm going to plant this container. I haven't taken it out. I'm going to put it in pots by themselves. And then I'm going to put this right here in all of my containers. I'm going to start off with my pepper plants. And I'm going to move the mulch back. I'm going to show you a couple that I plant. Now you could, if you look real close right here, see that green? That's an onion I planted last week. So I'm gonna move this back some. Uh-oh, there's another onion bulb. I gotta be careful. So I'm gonna put this one back. It's about 4 inches from this one. So that means I probably don't have anything right here. So I'm gonna put 2 pieces of garlic right here. This is good soil. This is society garlic. It'll have little purple flowers. It's very easy to propagate. And like I said, it will survive the winter. So I'm gonna put one right here. You know me, I love to get my hands in the dirt. I'm going down about 4 inches, and then I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna put another one here, going down about 4 inches. Let me get this mulch out of here. And I'll put another one. Cover it up. And that's gonna keep those little rodents and insects out of this container. So I'm gonna turn this around. Work smart and not hard, and most likely I'm gonna have an onion right there. I can see it right there, guys. Move some of this back. And I see another onion right here. So there's another onion there. So that's 1, 2, 3 onions. I'm gonna leave those alone. If I had remembered, I would have ordered this garlic sooner, and I would have planted the garlic and the onions at the same time. But here we go. There's another onion right there. So it's easy to find. And here's one right here, and you can see the roots. You can see the roots. See the roots coming out, guys? I'm just gonna pick it up. No, I can't, because it's holding on to something. I'm gonna push it down just a little bit more. And right here is where I'm gonna put 2 pieces of garlic. I'm gonna go down about 4 inches. The soil is still moist. I'll get me 2 small pieces. I think this one and this one. And I'm gonna scoop some more soil. I'm gonna go down a little bit deeper. There we go. And we'll put one in there. I hope you guys can see that. And then I'm gonna put one, just moving the soil back, and I'm gonna put one there. Now I'm not gonna show you everywhere I put a piece. I'm just gonna come back and show you after I've done it, okay? At first I wasn't gonna show you, period. And I said, wait a minute, I might have some new gardeners here. And I'm known as the teaching gardener, so I want to make sure that I show you. Okay, so we have 5 pieces of garlic in this container. I think that's enough. Turn it back around. Yeah, that's cool. Now I'm going to put some over into this container and all of the containers where I have tomatoes. Aren't they looking good? Let me go close so you can see my tomatoes. I'm going to put a hedge. Just put some garlic around everything. Even the strawberries, I'm going to find a place. You see our onion is up here. We've got an onion up here. I'm going to put 2 pieces of garlic right there in the middle. I said I wasn't going to show you, but I wanted you to know that some of the onions are coming up and they're more visible, so my job is going to be easier. Okay, so we got an onion there. I'm gonna put one here and a garlic right here. I only planted 2 society garlic in the strawberry grow box, and that is because I have a lot of onions coming up. because for years I've been growing onions with my strawberries. So I only put 2 here because I didn't have the room. But in this pot, you can see I put quite a lot. And over here with all the tomatoes, it's at least 6 pieces of society garlic in every one of these tomato containers, which is 4 of them. I transplanted 45 pieces of society garlic in each one of the pepper plant containers. Hey, I'm gonna stop. I planted the last 2 society garlics over here where the butter crunch lettuce is, and I'm gonna stop for today, and I'll start back again tomorrow. And I'm gonna tell you tomorrow where you shouldn't plant garlic. Okay? I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to plant garlic, society garlic that is, in these 4 containers. Brian and I already drilled the drainage holes in the bottom, and we filled them with Vigoro potting mix. And I put 6 rooted cuttings in each container, and now I'm just going to put them 4 inches into the soil, and then I'll put them over there where I want them to be. Here are my 274 bush beans. I think it's called Blue Lake 274. You can see this pot has vigorous growth in it. All I need to do is pull up a chair and harvest the beans. They're beginning to put them on now. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it has been proven that you should not grow garlic near beans and peas because it will retard their growth. So I'm not putting any garlic here, and I'm not putting any society garlic over here. But everywhere else, where I think the aphids or rodents will attack it, that's where I'm going to put it. And I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, gardeners, I want to show you where I put the rest of the garlic. The 4 pots, I put 1 here. I put some garlic over here where the squash is because I know what attacks it. I also put society garlic in with the okra because we know it will deter aphids. They love okra. And those other 2 seedlings came up, and they look just almost the size of the ones that I planted in March because it was too cold for them to grow. I also put some here, and I put that dwarf tomato that I showed you guys that I grew in the hydroponic system. And I brought it out here and hardened it off. And here are the 2 curly kales that I grew in the hydroponic systems. This is the second pot of society garlic. There were 4 of them. I showed you 1 down there. Here's 2. And here is the 3rd pot right over here in the corner. I know where the rodents come in. I know the yard. I put some society garlic right here with the turnips. And of course, here's the okra. And all I need to do is show you the last pot of the 4. And it's right over here because these 2 beds are too full to try to put any in. So I just put it here. Now later, I will use these pots to grow something else. And in the fall, when I start my fall and winter garden, I will pull the society garlic out of those 4 pots, put them inside of the other containers, as well as raised beds. Okay, so that's it for now. I've been working hard, and so I'll stop and come back tomorrow. I just walked the garden this morning. I deadheaded all of the marigolds, and they're assorted, but they're all French marigolds. And you can see here I'm pulling them apart and collecting the seeds. You don't have to let these dry out. You can replant them immediately. And so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to put these seeds in some places where I want to have the pungent smell of the marigolds detract or distract non-beneficial insects. So here are all the seeds that I collected. And I'm going to put some up for next year. And I'm going to start some more seeds for this year. Because marigolds will keep blooming until the first freeze. Okay guys, my sweetie pie Bria is taking some of the marigold seeds and she's putting them in one of my medicine bottles. And the rest of them that she can't put in the bottle, we will plant outside. Well, it looks like you can get most of them in there. Leave this much for me to, scoop one more little scoop. And the rest of them we'll plant outside. Now, that's enough. Now, we're going to leave the top off. They were dry, even though they don't have to be, but we don't want them to get moldy because we're going to use these next year. It's not that many left, but it's enough because we have a lot of marigolds already out there. And we'll plant the rest of these tomorrow when you get home from school. Working on my room today, that's a fan that you see right here in the background. As you can see, I moved these hanging planters here, and I'm adding mirror tiles where I can reflect light. And I'm gonna do the same thing all the way across here. As Brian, his dad, called them. You all know we live in a 2-family home. Well, 1 family and a grandma. Anyway, I'm gonna put that towel all the way around here, and then I'm even going to put them on the bottom when I see how much I have left. It's just something to do. I enjoy it. It will make everything all shiny and reflect more light. And it wasn't that expensive. I'll put a link in the description box where I get the towels. I don't make any money off of this. I'm doing this because I enjoy showing people what I do, and maybe they can use what I do to help them too. Okay, guys, so I added some more strips over here and I just want you to see, can you see how that light is reflecting off of that? I can see my little t-shirt dress that I'm moving, shaking right here. So it's really going to reflect the light. This is no hoax, anything that I'm sharing with you. You can see the light bouncing off of right here. See my hand I'm waving? This is a hydroponic system. Okay, so I finished one side. I'm just going to let you see what it looks like. I'm happy. The light is bouncing everywhere. I didn't go all the way down because the strips are so long. You know, the 2 strips will cover that, and I'm going to piece together all the way around the bottom. But I'm going to take a rest first, have my breakfast, and then I'll get started. I added more mirrors across the top of the cabinet doors, and I even filled in at the bottom, right in that area where I didn't had to piece the mirrors all the way across. But just look at that light. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, guys. I'm going to show you the window where it's overcast. But the grow lights and the lights from the hydroponic systems are really allowing the mirrors to reflect light. I can't stress that enough. I'm really pleased. I go a little closer so you can see that I always use mirrors. But I want you to see that I even finished the mirror pieces at the bottom of the cabinet doors, the top cabinet doors, and I still have mirrors left. So now I'm going to start working on the drawers to reflect light by adding more mirrors, and maybe some to the bottom doors. I just want to share with you, Brian and I just turned off my hydroponic lights, and I want to share with you, I haven't shared this a long time, my fairy lights. They're all battery operated, and they go all the way around the room. And today, Brian helped me hang up these hummingbirds right here. And these are some cords I need to tie up the loose ends. And there's another hummingbird over there. But Brian, I think we need to move them to one side because I can't really see them. You know what I'm saying? Can you reach it? And just take the whole thing down with the S chain. And then I want you to bring them around here to this side and put them on that white hook all the way to the top. And you can stand on the hydroponic system stand because it can hold 350 pounds. You don't weigh that much, do you?
No.
So we're going to hang them up there, and they will get sunlight to enough to generate solar power. That white hook up there. Yeah, see, I can see them, you know, every night. Guys, you know, I'm just a big kid. Bible tells you once went to bed twice a child. And I did a lot of this for my grandchildren. And we didn't turn all the lights on. They go all the way around the room, okay? And that little crystal ball humidifier that you can put essential oil in it as well acts as my night light. Okay, so it's the next day, or I should say the next night, and we hung, Brian and I, 2 more hummingbird sets. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.